Noah here with the One Night Out YouTube channel. I hope to earn your subscription today. This is going to be a cool video. It is Halloween, October 31st, 2025, and I wanted to mix it up today. I haven't camped in Oregon in years, honestly. I usually just camp in Washington to get away from the big city crowd, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I was kind of getting bored of the same area, so we are actually driving through Zigzag, Oregon right now, making our way up to the Mount Hood National Forest. But right now I am just turning down Muddy Fork Road, heading to the Ramona Falls Trailhead. So I'm gonna continue driving because I don't know the area as well as I do when I camp in Washington. So I want to focus on my driving and make sure I don't get lost, as we are about to turn down Forest Road 1828, I believe. So this is gonna be a pretty cool trip. I'm gonna start looking around for dispersed camping spots in the next 30 minutes or so, but for now I'm just going to keep driving up the mountain and see what we can find. I will be back in a little bit once we get a little bit closer to our destination. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and this is going to be a great video. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in a few minutes. I was just about to turn down this little switchback road and head down here, but I saw someone forgot their bra hanging up on the tree. Well, this road kind of ends right here because there's a big berm that I can't get over, but check this out. Someone actually left their tarp and a chair and a ton of beer cans. That's pretty crazy. It's actually not a bad camping spot either, but yeah, I don't know. Let's get out and check this out. Thinking about camping here, honestly, and then I can pick up this trash, and there's already a tarp set up and a chair. Kind of weird. Yeah, that's strange. It's a good spot though. Wonder if they plan on coming back. A bunch of trash. You know, I think I might camp here. That way I can pick all this garbage up, and I don't really have to worry about setting up a tarp because there's already one here. And there's a good amount of trash that I need to pick up, but looks like there's a trail going up there. Let's check it out a little bit. Yeah, man, that's weird. Wasn't expecting to find a whole tarp setup, but I mean, this is a pretty cool looking spot. I don't think anyone's coming back. This trail just kind of ends right here. Huh. Strange. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I camp here? I kind of want to. It's cool. Not too much trash. Good amount of firewood. It's kind of cool though. I already got a tarp. One thing I don't have to worry about. There's some firewood. Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk it. See what happens. At the least I can pick this up. Chair's been left here. There's no heat on any of these. I don't think anyone's had a fire here. But yeah, screw it. Let's do it. And I can pick up all this garbage. Lots of firewood here. Well, the dude ended up coming back. He said he's been gone for 2 days, so just my luck. But I ended up chatting with him for like 20 minutes. He was pretty cool. This road actually is much better because it's not like a spur road. It's 1828, the road we were on previously. I just kept heading up that road instead of turning on that switchback where the bra was hanging. So I'm gonna drive up this road a little bit more, see what we can find. If we can't find anything, I'll go back to where we started because my buddy sent me a pin. He just said it's a little more wooded and thick up here, which is more suited to my camping style. But yeah, if we don't find anything in the next half hour or so, I'm gonna have to go back down there and we'll camp there. Too bad. I was hoping we can get lucky and not have to set up a tarp, but it's the way it goes. It is the way it goes. I'm going to continue driving up to the top spur trailhead, see if we see anything between now and there, and if not, we will figure it out. Well, I went further up that road and pretty much came to the top. There's a decent amount of snow on this road. It kind of cleared up when I got up here, but I went further up there to where the road ends and it just got too thick and I don't feel like scratching up the Subaru. So in an effort just to get set up and start relaxing, I figure we're just gonna camp here. I don't feel like going all the way back down the mountain. I'd rather camp at elevation. We're about 4,000 feet. It's about 46 degrees. It's pretty nice. There was a good amount of snow on the road down there where I came from, but cleared out up here. Previous evidence of campers. It's not too much firewood here, which is okay. We'll make do. Boy, that just drops off right there. But I did bring all 4 tarp poles today, so I figure we'll just do all 4 of them. And maybe I can have a little bit of an angle to it in case it rains in the morning. But, you know, it's okay. Round 2, let's go. I think I'll put the tent right here, a little bit of a grassy area. A lot of trash for me to pick up again. I usually like to set up my tarp before my tent, but it's already out. Also, usually don't set up this close to the car, but gotta just go with the flow with stuff like this. found him. All right, tent's good to go. All right, we are looking good in there. I pre-cut these, so I bring 6 12-foot pieces of paracord here, and then I like to kind of melt the edges a little bit so they don't fray. Not much firewood. I think I'll have to. I see some downed trees over there, so I'll go snag those. But let's get this set up before it rains on us. Yeah, these things are still wet from last weekend. Stinky a little bit. I'll have to do a little better job cleaning these. The only thing that really sucks about these is you can either lock it there or there, but not in the middle. Okay, at least it's not raining now. Kind of sucks setting all this stuff up in the rain, but this is much easier. So I'm not going to use a fire pit, so I can cover that. And this is a 10 by 10 asymmetrical tarp, so it's a little easier to work with for beginners, I think. And just one person, so I don't need a huge tarp. I kind of like this spot better, actually. Got a little bit of a view over here. Wish I could have shown you guys the mountain. Bugs up here, though. Should have brought the thermocell. Let's not forget to move the car before we put the tarp on it again. That would be funny. You know, I think it's fine where it is. Yeah, we're a little exposed up here. We're gonna get a little bit of wind. That will do. That will do. That's better. Oh, I just wrapped it around the rock instead of using a stick. think we gotta do the rock method again. It ain't perfect, but it'll do. I ended up tying this corner to the roof rack on the Subaru and that one to the ground. I just wrapped it around a rock since it's so soft over here. And these two ends, I used tarp poles. For over there, I had to use my anchor point as rocks because the ground's too soft. So I just wrapped the paracord around the rocks a few times and then I put another rock over it. And this one, I did use a ground stake because the ground was a little firmer there and I don't think it's gonna come out. And then one in the center here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Might wanna move this over a little bit. We're not gonna get crazy rain like we did last week. So this should be fine. It's just windy up here because we're out in the open. But this is nice. I like it. At least there's no trash. So I think it's time to finish setting up. Got our chair here. I've got stuff sack with all my warm weather gear and raincoat and rain pants. I got my puffer jacket in here. Got a wool base layer in case I need it. I probably won't. That's about it in here. Go ahead and get this out of our way. I don't know. I don't think this is mine. Not sure what this is for, but I'll hang on to it just in case. Whew! Not gonna lie, that was a little stressful. See what we can do about getting some firewood. Dead tree right there. Let's see. Yeah, there's dead tree right here. There's one over there. Let's walk up here a little bit, see if we can find something that's a little more accessible. Oh yeah, it's a good piece right there. Let's harvest that one. We'll get this piece right here. Yeah, that'll work. Fell down in the wind. Okay. And there's some more over here. That might be even easier. Oh. Perfect. Yeah, Mount Hood's just right over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Got someone coming up this road here.
Is that you want to talk up to the trail camera back here?
No, I haven't been up here in years.
I've got a trail camera go down here.
Oh yeah, I drove down there like half a mile. It gets real narrow.
I brought my mountain bikes. I'm just going to park here and ride in.
Yeah, you're fine, man.
It's good. They just let me know what I'm doing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, I tried to take this truck down. I've got enough scratches to wipe it down.
Yeah, I turned around.
I got a big 200,000.
Well, the weirdness continues on this trip. I had a guy come up this road here. I was chatting with him for about 30 minutes. Pretty cool guy. Yeah, I guess he was coming up here to check his trail cameras. So he parked his truck right there. Told me he'd be about an hour. Let's start. This one should be dry since it was covered. So I'm gonna get this one cut down a little bit, split up, and I think it's time to have a fire because it's getting chilly. It is definitely looking like a storm. So let's keep going. I don't feel like splitting any more wood, guys. I'm just gonna burn it as is. Throw a log on it, call it good. I just want to relax. Screw it. Yeah, screw it. I think I need to tie one more line over here. Give it a little more stability. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Or that. Yeah. This is awesome. It's a good spot. So, loop. Put the loop through. And pull it through itself with the little end here. Pull it tight. There you go. That's better. I went ahead and tied another line down there, so I've got a little more peace of mind. If I really wanted to, I could put one over there, but I think it's fine. I do think it is about time for a fire. I've got what I believe is all dry here, and then I've got some wet stuff right here. I mean, it's all a little wet, but let's get a Duraflame log on here and see what we can do. It's only 52 degrees, 62% humidity. It is definitely not cold, but it is windy. So we got a little bit of a wind chill going. Yeah, so far so good. Apologize for the kind of non-cohesive video here. Things just didn't go as planned. I made a rookie mistake camping at that first spot, thinking that guy wouldn't come back. I was like, oh my god, there's a tarp already here. Yeah, and then this guy came up to check his trail cameras. He left his truck right there and rode his mountain bike up to the end of this road. It's just what happens when you come out to national forests. You know, you're going to run into people, especially right off the main road. But, you know, I'm cool with that. And then, yeah, I drove up that road that's right here where that guy is riding his bike up, and it was just too narrow. I didn't feel like scratching up the side of the Subaru, so I turned around, and at that time it was already almost 3 o'clock. So it would have taken me another hour to get back down the mountain to where I started, where my friend gave me that pin. And there were so many people down there, I figured, let's just camp here and call it for the night. There wasn't much, I mean, there's no trees for me to tie off my tarp. So glad I remembered the poles today. And it seems to be holding up okay in the wind. I think it's going to start raining most likely later tonight after midnight, and probably wake up to a good amount of rain in the morning. But fire's ripping. That's cool. Yeah, in a few moments I'm going to have to pause the video, film in here for a little bit, and charge up my microphone receiver, because that thing has been going a lot longer than I normally wait to charge it, just because of all the things that have happened. So we'll do that, and yeah, this should be plenty of firewood. We'll get a nice ripping fire tonight. As soon as he leaves, there's a couple pieces up there I'm gonna go collect. I just don't want to get in his way. Figured, I mean, at this point, I'll skip the coffee. We'll just have coffee in the morning. Well, that guy just took off. You know, I don't know the area as well as I do up where I usually camp in Washington, so I'm by the side of the road. You're gonna run into people. It's just the way it goes, but it's all good. We're here now. No one's around. Told them about my YouTube channel. Little shameless self-promotion. Fire's ripping. I think I'm gonna find a little bit more dry wood, but yeah, we are ripping. That's gonna keep us real warm. I'm gonna go grab a little bit more up there, and I will be right back. We are looking good. Getting a little chilly. I think I'm gonna have to get my jacket out here pretty soon. See if this thing will burn. Let's throw this on there. Yeah, I'm not too sure how much rain we're gonna get. I think it's not gonna be too crazy. It's time to get a little dinner going here. Sit and relax, enjoy the fire, and then we'll go to bed. Probably gonna have to make a lot of cuts to this video. It's just been a lot of weird stuff. Dinner time for me. I kind of wish I set the fire pit up under the tarp, but that's all right. We will sit by it after we eat, even if we get a little wet. Yeah, if I was smart, I would tie those down too, but I'm not. When we go to bed, this road is all gravel, so I'll probably just dump all my coals out on there. That way I don't have to leave anything burning around all this brush. But everything is soaked. It's pretty good. It's definitely not as cold as I thought it would be. It's like 50 degrees. We're at like 4,000 feet. Never been up here. It's nice. It's good to mix it up here and there. This place just doesn't feel like home like my usual spots. I'm a creature of habit. I checked the weather. Not supposed to get wind over 10, 12 miles an hour. So, it should be fine. Everything's staked down really well. Yeah, I wrapped the line around rocks instead of using stakes over there because the ground was so soft. Not going anywhere. I did a little target shooting and it was fun. I think I'm gonna finish eating my dinner, enjoy that fire for a little bit, and then we'll go to bed. Show you guys around my tent. And glad I brought the Stella today. It would suck to have all this wind coming in. But yeah, eat this and I'll see you guys in a little while when I'm ready to go to bed. Yeah, it's like barely raining. Not even enough to warrant putting on a rain jacket. Although I probably should, because I intend on sleeping in this puffer jacket. It's been a nice trip, all things considered. I'm satisfied. Happy Halloween, everyone. Time to enjoy this fire a little bit and hop into bed. I'll let this fire die down, and I think I'm ready for bed. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, so I'm dragging ass today. Yeah, I think it's bedtime. I am just chilling in front of this fire for a little bit. It's so nice. Well, I just got in my tent. I don't feel like sitting around the fire. I went ahead and I made sure it was out. I put the fire pit away. And I put my chair away too. I think in the morning I'm just going to pack up pretty quick and make a cup of coffee and head on home. It was a long week. I just needed a quick little night out to decompress from the work week and get into weekend mode. This is nice. I love listening to the rain. It is worth it to me to come home with a bunch of wet gear. I think it's movie time. I get just a tiny bit of service here, so I'm going to see if I can stream a movie, but if not, I usually download some things on YouTube. Ooh, excuse me. So I can unwind and relax. Got some snacks in here. I kind of broke my little rule. I try not to keep any food out in the open. Not like it's any better in the car, but you know, try to be careful where I can. But I think I'm gonna crawl into my sleeping bag in a few minutes and I'll say goodnight once I'm in there. But for now, I'm just gonna chill, organize a few things in here. I brought my firearm in here as usual. Bear spray, water. That's about it, really. Yeah. This has been a nice trip. A little bit of a roundabout, weird way of getting up here, but it was okay. That was my bad for assuming that guy was gone. He literally said he hasn't been there in 2 days, so I could have got away with it yesterday. It would have been pretty cool not to have to set up a tarp and come home with the wet one, but it's the way it is. He was super nice. So was the guy that came up to check his trail cams with that black lab. We chatted for a good amount of time. Pretty nice guy. Yeah. The 2 people I have encountered up there have been very kind. I think it's been probably 10 years since I've camped up here. Yeah, I don't know. Where I usually go just has more of a home feeling for me. It's comforting. This feels a little bit foreign, but I wanted to mix it up, try something new. My buddy gave me a pin on the map to check out, and I went and looked at it, and there were way too many people. Way too many people. Aside from that guy camping down there, and the guy I ran into checking his trail cams, and the person that just hauled ass up this road, that's been about it for the day, which has been really nice. Yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I've just been laying here for like an hour. I was gonna watch something, but the wind and the rain combination is pretty soothing. It's nice. It was a good trip though. I had a lot of fun. I don't think I got to this campsite area until I think it was like 4 o'clock. So the guy I ran into down there, that was pretty funny. Yeah, he said he hadn't been there for 2 days. And I got there, spent about 20 minutes setting up, and he pulled on up. Super nice guy though. It's a good conversation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get up around 6 and we'll get everything packed up and we'll make some coffee, maybe some breakfast, head on home, and I can enjoy the weekend and plan out next Friday's adventure. I already have a couple places in mind that I'm gonna go, but they're all up in the air. Back over to the state of Washington. It's nice to get away from the big city crowd, but it's really nice up here. Yeah, I spent way too much time chopping firewood, but I look at it as exercise. I really enjoy it too. It's nice to leave a little wood for the next people. I really like when that happens to me. And I always make an effort to leave these places better than how I found them. I probably spent 30, 40 minutes picking up all the trash around me and all the shell casings and paracord and whatnot that people leave. But there was a lot less trash up here than there is further down the mountain. It's a little more accessible down there, and you get the crowds, especially in the summer. So there's quite a bit of trash. A friend gave me a pin to camp at, but yeah, I went to check it out and there were just way too many people. So I just kept on driving. It's nice. I think we're close to like 4,000 feet. It'd be cool if it was snowing, but I think it's like 40 degrees. I don't know if it's going to get any colder than that. Maybe a few degrees, but not much. Wind sure is ripping tonight. Yeah. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This was a nice quick trip. It was a blast. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the morning. You'll sleep good tonight. Anyway, good night, everyone, and see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope you all slept well. I sure did. It was really nice listening to the rain. Pretty much rained all night, and it was insanely windy. So much so that the tarp fell down, which kind of made pack up a little easier this morning, but yeah, I need to figure out what I did wrong so I don't repeat that mistake. But yeah, man, the winds are nuts. It was a very stormy night. But yeah, I got everything put away, thrown in the car. I've got quite a bit of wet gear to deal with in this afternoon, but it should be fine. We'll get everything dried out and ready for the next adventure. Yeah, for now, I think I'm just going to make a cup of coffee and put it in my thermos so I can sip on it on the way home. Get out of here, get into some dry clothes. I had to put on all my rain gear this morning, including my rain pants, because I was getting pretty soaked putting everything away. But yeah, did one more once over, made sure there's no trash around here. Yeah, I think I'm going to head home. But I really appreciate everyone tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And happy Saturday. Hope you all have a good weekend, and looking forward to the next adventure. I think we're going to do some camping right along the creek in Washington next Friday or Saturday. But yeah, so that's going to be a good video. And yeah, thank you all for sticking around, and stay tuned for the next one. And I hope you guys have a really good weekend.